This is what I'm after, okay? Just telling you.
Why do you want J-Hope?
Because I love him.
Oh, this is developing. It was just he interests me.
I've decided that I love him. Okay.
Hard hitting. Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny, JD,
Erin, and Kat.
I'm sorry if you hear weird noises. The cat's just decided to start playing with his toys and he's going to get loud. Okay.
Oh, his head's really twitchy.
Yeah, he's hyped up. So, just hope that he doesn't knock the light over. Generally nearly did that once.
Oh, yeah. That was good stuff.
Okay, so, cat's already spun.
Yeah.
Hard hitting.
Yeah.
Good, good.
That's why the cat's hyped up.
Yeah, nice suggestion from Kat as well. We still have the different version of On to watch, which she wanted the story video. So we're going to watch that one, which is good.
Okay.
So we know On is pretty hard hitting.
But you say story version. Does that mean it's not the full-on attack of the Kinetic Manifesto?
No, there's still some attack in there.
I'm not going to survive these.
There's different outfits, different scenery.
Oh, I hope there's
metaphors, symbolism.
Face.
Yes, all good stuff. All
There's
good stuff.
some good stuff.
Like,
Yeah.
I've forgotten all the information about
Okay,
On because
the
it's
fact
just...
that Kat just said that tells me there's arms. There's good
I
stuff.
was thinking for you rather than me. I've seen it.
Generally...
I've seen it too. But it's
Which
good
good
stuff.
stuff? Are we talking husband stuff or boyfriend stuff?
Sorry, can we narrow down the
I mean,
boyfriend?
probably
We know
both,
she's
but
got a lot of them.
I think more the boyfriend's got a bit of a more starring role. Unless I'm completely wrong, but I don't care.
He's too excited about this. Is there a lot of gin in it for him? Like calm him down?
They're all in it. They're all, yeah.
Well, I know they're all in it.
I mean, they all get their, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It has actually been so long since I've watched On.
Look at him.
Oh, it might have a good effect.
Oh my god! He looks possessed.
So, there isn't, I suppose there isn't anything to tell us. We know the song.
Sorry.
Please tell me they keep the body rolls.
You will see. You will see. This is the story. There's
Don't tease me,
lots of. I will say that an army gives information because I don't have everything, but there are links to the Bangtan universe in this, which we haven't got into yet. So there will be some stuff that I know that for me, when I watched it, because I haven't got into the BU yet, kind of the real depth of it kind of went over my head. But initially, there's lots of kind of on the surface of it, there is a story and lots of metaphors in there of hope.
Some very helpful patrons have sent me links for stuff over the Bangtan universe on which order to watch it.
Yeah, we can get
So
into
when
that.
we get into that, we can go.
I know the stories, but I don't know them in depth. But
So, firstly, am I going to get nipple?
I don't think you get nipple
Okay.
in this one.
Secondly, am I going to get more gin? Because, am I right in thinking people say that he's like the main focus of the storyline in the BU?
He is, yeah. You do get all of them in this.
I always want all of them, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying sometimes I'm like...
It's difficult to explain. Army gets what I mean. They're all in it, and they all have their moments and the story.
Maybe we should just
let's watch
it.
it, and you can. Yeah, we'll talk about it after. Okay. Sorry, terrible explanation from me, but
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And Patreon is 4+ videos ahead.
you're
I
losing
have-
steam with that
I have no
explanation. I
idea.
think we should take it in turns so that she doesn't get.
Soon she'll just be like, there's Patreon and then there's a video.
Oh yeah, and we've got Instagram, and we've got Discord, and we've got Facebook, and we've got Twitter, and
TikTok.
Now I'm putting you on a solo 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. That's what you want. A solo 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from.
Oh, we're back to the old intro.
I missed it.
Yeah,
What have we been watching that we haven't seen this in so
The
long?
butter stuff.
Butter.
That's what...
and Dynamite and Life
It was
Goes
not.
On.
It wasn't on Lights.
No,
It was Japanese.
Lights
Ah.
was. I want to say like Universal Music Japan.
I think
I
that's
think it
what it
was.
was on the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
The channel.
Yeah.
And Magic Shop. Oh, that wasn't
That's
live
a
performance.
That was fan footage, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
fan made video. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited to do the bloop. Oh, sorry. That's what Jenny wants to do to Youngie's nose. Oh.
Feels like a mini movie already.
Amazing production value. It's not real, don't worry.
It's tied up.
Oh. I love this hair. This is the little still I saw that made me want this one. That one.
He's dressed in modern clothes. It's like the Maze Runner.
Yeah. Oh, it's that big high note. See the gods of time. Silent digital.
It's like Lord of the Rings.
I'm so confused.
I didn't think we were going to get the dance break.
Wow. the Rings and Lion King.
I know, right?
Before I go into my what was that, can we just take a moment to appreciate that V looked like Orlando Bloom does as Will in Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, I could have died then.
Oh
My god. That's like, I didn't know that was possible. I looked and was like, wow, okay.
So, if you've got a lot to say, I'll go first. I wasn't keen.
fair enough.
I just felt like until the dance break, I was a bit like, I'm not getting any story, and I don't feel like the song hit in the same way as it does for the Kinetic Manifesto. Thirst Aside and how they look.
Yeah.
It didn't hit in the same way that it did in that one.
I find that for me as well. I do enjoy it, and again, the production value and everything.
Yeah.
And there's the thing that I find interesting in that is that there's loads of stories, and a lot of it tends to be around finding your way through adversity. And then coming out the other side. So it was like a land that had no forest or anything like that, and then obviously there was life and it was growing, and then No More Dream, the reference to where they started and where they are now, and the climb up that mountain is obviously the metaphor of how hard they've had to work and what they've had to overcome. So there's lots of stories in there. Now there's lots of stuff in there which I'm going to need Army's help on, because we decided that last minute and I can't remember, it's been ages since I watched it, but there's something with the conch, the thing that JK used to like
Shell.
make a, yeah, it's called a conch, I think, because they use that in one of the fake love performances at one of the award shows when they come out in those hoods and they've got the masks and they have a conch as well, and I can't remember what it represents, so you guys please tell us.
I think the other problem is with this one, if it's all part of the Bangtan universe, which we haven't gone into yet,
Yeah.
we're maybe going to not get the whole...
Yeah, there's some on the face value on the surface, and then there's some in the BU, like I believe that you saw Jin take the bird and then he went into that room and there's all of these different bird cages. That's supposed to be a representation of how many times he's gone into the past to redo it, because he keeps getting it wrong, because he wants to save lives, and each time he keeps getting it wrong and people die and the wars happen. So he keeps going back in time to try and save people. It's something along those lines. I apologise if I've got that wrong, because like I said, I haven't gone into it very much.
How long was there between like this video and the Kinetic Manifesto?
Not much, actually.
Because
Not
JK
long.
looks so much younger in this, because of obviously how they've dressed him, done his hair.
Soft hair.
Yeah,
kind
it's
of thing,
like, this is not the same guy.
No, it was around the same
They
time.
came out like...
Only maybe a week or so
Yeah,
apart. Yeah.
Do you know what I
It was
mean?
the same time.
It didn't look like the same guy. It looks so much younger in this.
They all hit differently, I think, when they're in the manifesto.
Yeah.
Black and white outfits, yeah.
No, I completely agree with what you've said. So I know I really campaigned because I wanted like the story one.
And
thought-
I
because you
apologise, I
thought
don't
you'd
have
get
all the
story.
answers.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that we didn't. And I was waiting for it to, like you said, to hit. But to be honest, I was just so overwhelmed and confused, and there were so many different bits and bobs. And was it supposed to be so religious? Because you've got like a Noah's Ark type reference. Then you've almost got like with JK when he had like the things when it was like the
It's
crucifix.
like with Jesus, yeah.
And then when you've got them for the dance break, they're dressed as like not Knights Templars, but like the Holy War Knights, aren't they?
It looked like Sugar was in a church or some sort of religious building.
I just thought
when
he was a cult leader, and I was like, he's your ideal man.
we could run a great cult.
Well, I wondered if it, because you'd asked who, I kind of dipped in out of our conversation earlier, but you asked about from The Handmaid's Tale. And I was like, oh, is that to do with this? Because they were all there in hoods as well.
No, I
But
don't
But
it
it
was a
wasn't.
completely different conversation.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
because obviously I'd only caught a bit of it, and I thought,
Yeah.
oh, is that to do with that? And then I felt like there were so many different movies in it. Like you said, Maze Runner. It could have been like bits from like Lord of the Rings,
The Lion King.
The Lion King, Pirates of the Caribbean. But that
Yeah.
might just be my personal preference.
No, I see. Now you've said it, I do see it.
Yeah.
But then again, it very much felt like we were shown these bits of these stories, and you're waiting for them to come together
and make sense.
and make sense.
And then they kind of
we
don't.
get that.
Yeah, I did have that as well. And again, like I said, really sorry, guys. If it's because we haven't delved into the BU there yet, then please let us know. What I personally took from that, because I noticed some bits and I was like, oh, and I read some bits online ages ago when I first watched this, and I was like, okay, so there are parts of it I'm not going to get because I haven't gone into the BU, but there were also parts on the face of it that I could get. And like I said, it was like overcoming adversity, sort of going against tradition, which is like JK running away from whatever he was in before, so trying to break tradition and go on and carve your own path and things like that, which is very much sits in line with what BTS have been trying to do. And I just want to say that RM with the animals, that was not CGI. He actually did that with all those animals there. Yeah, which is also why he was standing, I think, where he was standing very still at his part, because he didn't want to freak out the animals by dancing or anything.
I say about the animals though, you said about the Noah's Ark reference. I didn't even notice an ark. I was so busy going, oh look a llama, oh look a giraffe.
Yeah. And also with V's part and the little girl, I read that that's supposed to be almost like a representation of Army and innocence, where he's got her eyes covered because he doesn't want her to see all the devastation and destruction in the world, but then he wants to lead her to a better place, and so he takes her blindfold off and together they can go into this kind of more open kingdom with opportunities and kind of go that way.
I did also notice that the little girl wasn't Korean.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. There's a link with that as well. With there is an animated MV for one of their other songs we haven't watched yet called "Make It Right," and that animated MV, people have said that little blonde girl, it looks the same in that, and I can't quite remember the link between those two.
It was very rebirthy.
Yeah.
Because like you said, if you said about Jin going back in like the bird, and then like obviously Noah's Ark is all about a fresh new start, and JK basically seems to come back from the dead.
It says here that in the video, RM is shown standing before a ruined boat surrounded by various animals. Jin rescues an injured dove, which he later revives from a war-torn battlefield. Sugar stands in the middle of a cult. J-Hope is inside a forest filled with broken trees as JK's dying body lies behind him. Jimin is near a boy with a drum. V takes a blindfold off a little girl, and JK is seen running from a prison wearing thorny handcuffs. In front of V, a stone gateway opens to reveal a rock that resembles Pride Rock in The Lion King.
That's what I'm in on.
So it does say it includes various references to the Maze Runner, Bird Box, The Handmaid's Tale, Lion King, Game of Thrones, Narnia and Dolittle, and Noah's Ark.
Oh, got a little goosebumping.
And Noah's Ark and Adam and Eve. So well done, Erin.
Yay for me.
Hey, I've got Maze Runner, well done, mate.
You did. What was I going to say?
Yeah, because I was a bit confused as to because J-Hope was in modern clothing.
But is he like someone from the future, looking back at history? Like that's almost how I felt that look, because he was standing.
Or I wasn't sure whether JK had gone into like a dream or something, because obviously it went from his eyes closing and then J-Hope is there.
Yeah, it's not very nice, that scene, but if we watch it again, JK's dead body is on the floor.
Yeah, I could see him.
Yeah,
behind
okay,
him, but I
yeah.
didn't assume he was
wasn't
dead.
the crow picking at him?
Yeah, so
Oh, no, I saw
I think
that.
J-Hope's, potentially from the future or something like you say.
Maybe it's like seeing history through people's eyes.
Potentially, I don't know.
I'm so desperate, guys, to do the BU now, because now I've seen that, and if you tell me that
Film out.
Film Out was as well, and I've seen
got
people in the
videos
comments
soon.
say about it being time travel, and then you saying about Jin going back to stop all this, like that's like my crack.
Oh, okay.
I need it.
Oh yeah, maybe you should watch Back to the Future then.
Well, I'm waiting for you, and I will with you.
We're missing a couple of videos, aren't we? We're missing the first one.
Because again,
We haven't watched the first one in the Bangtan universe.
No, yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
because also Jimin's part felt removed.
Yeah, Jimin's part, if I can remember rightly, it was something about either It was about. Did you notice there was a pile of drums? Yeah. And it's something about where this is the place where music has gone to die, and kind of when there's no more children to play the drums, so it's now silent. So music has died, which is like really, really sad. And obviously there was one little child left, and that again, it's like coming from a place of loss, and they obviously want to change that for the better. But the pile of drums I read was supposed to be, representation that there is no more music and therefore it's silent, and obviously that's not a world that they want to be in, because music is their thing. So
I did love his bits of dance they did. It was only really small snippets that we saw of him, but he did something that was very like stretched out, like painful almost. But it could have just been him stumbling, but it was like dance movement. Yeah,
and it was almost like representation of the struggle kind of thing that he was feeling. So
I definitely think it was the right decision that we first time we watched it was the Kinetic Manifesto.
I say that hits differently.
I kind of want to watch that now just to get my fix.
But I did really enjoy, again, great production value, the effort they went into it, and I'm so glad that we still got that dance break. It was almost like...
That's my favourite part of it.
Yeah, I love the outfits. And like you said, Knights of the Templar or something was so cool. But I don't know, it was almost like... with the storyline of that, before that dance break, it was like all of these struggles, and it was just kind of, when you get to that point when you're like, screw this, I'm fighting back and I'm standing up for myself, I'm standing up for change. That was almost like them having their stamp of saying no more, and they were going to burn it fucking down. Yeah. And then after that, it was like positive.
Yeah, because all the trees were dead, and it was,
and then they started growing again.
Again in The Lion King, there's all the fire, and then everything's reborn. So pleased it was The Lion King in there.
And RM was leading them in there because he's the leader of BTS. But yeah.
Maybe we know that that's their favourite Disney film now.
I do
think it has one of the best soundtracks. So that was BTS On. So it's called The Story one, or it's just the normal MV?
Yeah, just MV, yeah.
Okay. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.